me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Jackson on second down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hunt. Ooh, with a juke. Room to run past midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 49 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Keenum
now on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Take 52, 55, 52.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Keenum. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Doug Baldwin. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They go play action here on first down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Jackson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Abdullah on first. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, go, Roger.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Stand down. Stand down.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenan. It's caught. Jones. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, Abdullah. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
52. Hey, go, Roger.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And his first carry, he loses the football. Into the Redskins, haven't they do? Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talked about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run with Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They run forward, Hunt. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Detroit! Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jackson, they'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, go Roger.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Montgomery, 26 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Dances by him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hold on. All right, now, lucky 56.
run. This is Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. The final shot before half for Keenum. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Keenum. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
No, Roger. Here you go, boys.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Keenum now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Keenum runs the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll run it here in the hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's Detroit, 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Here's Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Room to run inside the 40. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is Booker on the dump off. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Booker, 34 yards. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Keenum escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Montgomery. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Bucky Hodges, 77 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. J.J. Nelson with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This is taken at the 10. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they begin the drive with a duel. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Keenum. They'll roll him out right. And some room to work. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
This time Jackson will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And out now come the Vikings. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
52. Get hot. We're good. Let's go, Roger.
Again, it's Abdullah. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, the winning